Hey, yo, what's up, ladies? This is Alex from Mindful Attraction 2.0. So today video, I'm gonna show you guys how to meditate. All right, and I've been getting caught the last couple of videos making videos. I was at this tractor trailer, and they were like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And I was like, "Okay." But in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how to meditate. I'm like trying to make this like quiet, just so I don't get caught. See the sacrifice I'm making for you guys? Anyway, so today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how to meditate, right? And so the act of meditation is not just to it's not to get into a certain state. That's not what meditation is all about. Meditation is simply about, oh god damn it. Meditation is simply about how to be more present in the moment, right? And so when you practice the art of meditation, your mind focuses more on the present moment, right? And so you're training your brain to focus on a physical stimulus rather than on the objects of your awareness, which is your mind. So when you meditate, for example, when you become aware of your hand, right? Like noticing your thoughts, right? This guy's making this shit. All right, let me get out of here. They're like making this. All right, let me get out of here, man, because this is like too much. Okay. Oh yeah. I'm trying too much right here. Boy, 1 second. Okay. All right, there you go. All right, this is much better. So yeah, when you practice meditation, it's all about learning how to bring your conscious awareness to a stimulus that's in the present moment. You understand? So rather than focusing on your thoughts, which when you focus on your thoughts, what tends to happen is that it gives your thoughts more life. It animates your thoughts. So if you had a thought about my day sucks, and there's an emotion that accompanies it of low self-esteem, like let's say you feel shitty, right, and then your day goes badly, the emotion is going to intensify those thoughts, and it's going to create a story that is about your life, and that story is going to dictate how you perceive yourself. It's going to dictate your own perception of yourself, right? And so that tends to perpetuate that kind of story if you continue to identify with it. So what meditation does is simply brings conscious awareness to those objects of your awareness. So when you meditate, you notice your thoughts arising. So then a simple way to meditate is simple, right? All you gotta do is just notice the breath. Just notice the breath, right? And so this is one of the simplest forms of meditation, because when you meditate, your responsibility is not to not think. You see, that's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to simply notice yourself noticing your breath, and to notice yourself forgetting to notice your breath. And as soon as you forget to notice the breath, what happens? You return to the breath. All right. So a simple way to meditate is to simply notice the breath, right? And notice yourself forgetting to notice the breath. As soon as you notice yourself thinking, all you gotta do is return to the breath. Now, when you meditate, right, I want you to imagine as though your breath is the most interesting person in the world, and all you're doing is just noticing it, right? And each inhalation and exhalation is the most interesting inhalation and exhalation in the world. And so what tends to happen is that meditation is not about getting into a state. Meditation is simply about training your brain to bring conscious awareness to the physical sensations of the present moment. Because when you do that, suddenly your thoughts don't control you. Yeah, you may hear your thoughts, but because you're focusing on the stimulus, which is in the present moment, which is a physical sensation, it doesn't matter what it is, you usually become more grounded, because your thoughts, what do they usually do? They bring you away into the past and into the future. Your thoughts are usually made out of a past and future. So when you think about your thoughts, you're usually trying to fix something, but usually if you're not in the present moment and the problem is not facing you, you can't really do anything about it. And if you cannot control your thinking, then that means that you just have a compulsive need to think. All right. So all you gotta do is, rather than stop trying to think, you just notice a physical sensation. So what I like to do, notice the breath, right? Or I notice my hand. And so what tends to happen is that because you're noticing your hand, think about it. When you notice your thoughts, what happens? You think more, right? And what tends to happen is that then your thoughts gaining momentum, where it's just a natural state of being. So what you do is you notice your hand. Now, what happens when you notice your hand? You're just noticing your hand. You can't think because you're noticing the hand. So the hand can't think. But what you do, though, is the physical sensation of the hand increases. That's what attention does. It animates whatever you focus on. For example, when you focus on the tree, on like a tree branch, you will see a tree branch. But if you focus on the tree branch, suddenly you notice more of the details. It animates the way you receive that stimulus. So the same way with your thoughts. I mean, with your hand, you feel your hand and you feel it more, right? And so what tends to happen is that you can't really think with your hand, but so with that thing that you used to do, which was focus on your thought and then animating it, now it's with your hand, so your hand cannot think. So what happens? All you are is just aware. You're just aware. That's all you are, just aware of your hand, and that no more. So you can't really think. So when you practice that form of meditation of either noticing the breath or noticing the hand or any physical sensation, you become more present. It's very easy. It's the simplest way to become present in the moment, you know? So again, to meditate, just notice the hand or the breath and do it for like 10 or 15 minutes. Or another form of meditation is through yoga. Yoga is a form of meditation, I'm telling you, because when you do yoga, you stretch and whatnot, and because you're stretching, you'll hear your thoughts arise, right? But because you're stretching and you feel some discomfort, you breathe into the stretch because you have to. What happens is that you hear your thoughts, but because you're focusing so much on the stretching part, you just see them as just parts of your awareness, as just little things coming up. And so you don't really think that much, per se. But that's not the point. The point is to train your mind, train your brain to become grounded on the present moment stimulus that's not your thoughts. Or you just become aware of your thoughts, because when you're stretching or you're doing yoga, you are aware of your thoughts, but they have less weight. That's the point. You begin to see the insubstantial phantom, which is your mind-made identity, which is your thoughts or the ego. Yeah, that's how it is, yo. It's very simple. Another form of meditation is to listen to the quietest sound in the room. All you gotta do is just listen to the quietest sound. Ask yourself, what's the quietest sound in the room right now? And you just look for it, like right now. You look for the quietest sound. Look for the quietest sound in the room right now. Right? Isn't it crazy? Like, it forces you to be more present. You're aware. You're not thinking, where are you? What are you? No, the where are you is more about you're looking for it. Right? It's one of the craziest things. I love that kind of form of meditation. And again, yeah, that's it, man. Like, it's nothing complicated. To be honest with you, meditation, it can be done in any moment in time. I like doing meditation when I'm just chilling. Like when I'm walking in the streets, I notice my breath. When I am talking on the phone, I notice the way the person's voice resonates in my ear. So it's not just meditation when you're in a when you're just sitting down. Meditation is also done during waking hours, but you practice the art of sitting down and meditating to strengthen those muscles, to isolate the muscle of awareness. It's kind of like when you're lifting weights. You could do compound exercises, right? But also you could do isolated exercises, which in this case is just the art and practice of meditation. So that when you go into the outside world, you're able to be more present. Another form of meditation is very similar to what I said yesterday about writing down your current physical experience. Rather than saying, I feel this, I feel that, you literally choose 10 minutes of your day to just continually keep writing down the physical sensation of your experience. So if you feel happy, you write down the physical sensation of being happy. I feel weightless here. I feel weightless there. My mind is creating this thought. My mind is creating that thought. It's almost as though you're painting the experience of your experience. It's kind of like looking at a scenery, right? And you're sketching it, right? But in this case, you're not sketching it in terms of like writing down your thoughts and sketching it, but you're more about writing down the physical experience through awareness. You are aware. You scan it through. You don't scan it with your thoughts. You scan it with your awareness. You look for discomfort. You look for any places where you're loose, and you write it down. Okay, this feels loose. I feel this. I feel happy, and this feeling of happiness feels this way. It feels like a bubble, a warm bubble in my stomach. and it's producing these thoughts, it's relaxing this muscle, it's tensing up this muscle, and so you write down the physical sensation. And what tends to happen is that you become more present when you do that. You'll snap out of it, like you do it for like 10 minutes and you walk around and you notice that you're more aware, you're more present. It's because you practice, you isolated the art of meditation through practicing it in an intentional way, so that when you're in the outside world and when you're talking to people, interacting with people, watching my videos and subscribing obviously and telling your friends about it, you're more aware and you're more present. That's how it's done. Anyways, it's Alex from Mind for Attraction. If you guys need one-on-one coaching, go to mindforattraction.org. Today's the only day I'm offering half off. So if you contact me today, you guys are going to get it. Only for today. So if you guys are interested, go there and have a good day. And bye-bye.